Hi everyone, it's Stacy here. I've been getting some questions about clumping and how to get rid of clumps when applying the 3D mascara. And I really want to help you all through this. And so I have some tricks and tips and techniques up my sleeve that I want to help you kind of work through some options to get rid of your clumps. The first thing I want to talk to you about is your mascara kit that you get. You know, inside your kit there's a guide. I don't have my guide anymore. That says, here's the steps to applying your mascara. The first step they give you is apply a base coat of regular mascara. So that old mascara that I made you break up with and told you to throw in the trash, they suggest that you apply a base coat with that. I was doing that. I've now stopped doing that. I noticed when I applied the base coat that I tended to get more clumps than if I didn't apply the base coat, and my results were pretty much the same with or without that regular mascara. So go ahead and seriously throw the old mascara in the trash and don't worry about applying that base coat. That would be my suggestion to you. Suggestion 1, throw away the old mascara. My next suggestion to you is if you're applying multiple coats of the 3D mascara. So your first coat is gel, fiber, gel. Your second coat, you repeat that process, gel, fiber, gel. Allow drying time between the coats. So typically I'll do my first coat on one of my eyes and then move to my other eye and do the first coat. That allows enough drying time typically between coats on each eye, so that will help stop clumping or prevent clumping from happening. So that's suggestion number 2. Suggestion number 3 is when you take your fibers, well, let me start with the transplanting gel. I'm sorry. When you take your transplanting gel, your first step with the transplanting gel, just apply a light coat. You don't need to go super heavy on that first step because you're gonna go super heavy in order to seal it on the third step. Just apply a light coat to all your lashes, enough where the fibers are gonna seal. Don't apply a super thick coat on that first step. My next suggestion is when you take your fiber wand out, you may notice, if you can see in mine, some of those thick kind of areas on the wand. An easy, simple thing to do is just to take your finger and rub your wand on your finger. Typically, that'll kind of put fibers in place, or it'll move the fibers to the end of the wand that are kind of loose and causing clumping, and just remove them. You still have plenty of fibers on this wand to put on here. It is a light coat on your eye. Don't use a lot of pressure. Don't spend a lot of time applying these fibers, because you can do multiple coats. But if you do a heavy coat and not a light touch, you will get some clumping there. And then follow up again with a liberal coat of your transplanting gel after putting the fibers on, because that's what seals the fibers on there. So the first coat is to stick the fibers, right? So that's why you only need a light coat. And then the third step, where you put another layer of transplanting gel, that's to seal it. So that's when you want the thick coat. My next suggestion is to take a blow dryer. I know, sounds crazy. I don't know if any of you seen that tutorial with a blow dryer yet, but the blow dryer can do a couple of things. The first thing it can do, it can actually curl your eyelashes, which is awesome because I don't have an eyelash curler, and so it'll be really helpful. And then it can also help with the clumps, so it can totally kind of heat up those clumps a little bit and allow the clumps to expand and kind of smooth itself out. And then if you have like flyaway fibers on the ends of your lashes, it can actually just blow them away and give you the perfect look. So I'm just reaching for my blow dryer. When you take the blow dryer, it's really important, you're gonna angle it up. So you're not going woo like that. You're angling it up on your eyelashes. You wanna make sure it's on the low setting and then on the cool or warm setting. Don't have it on the hot setting. And so what you seriously just angle it up and kind of put your face to it, kind of angle down. and it will blow your eyelashes and allow for those clumps to kind of disappear and curl at the same time. My next step or trick is our lash comb brush. I love this. My first product I ever purchased from Younique was the mascara. My second product was this lash comb brush. Now I know you're thinking, Stacy, I can get that at the dollar store. Sweethearts, I promise you, you will love this lash comb brush. I mean, fantastic, phenomenal, love it. Don't be afraid to comb your lashes and get those clumps out. I even sometimes use the bristle part, especially if I feel like, oh, I can't get it, and actually, you know, brush the lashes in order to get the clumps out. As you see, there's a little fiber right there. So don't be afraid to use this. My final step. Touch your lashes. So I know with regular mascara, if we rub or something, we got mascara on our fingers, on our eyes, everywhere. This is waterproof, or water resistant, sweat proof, and pretty much smudge proof for the most part. You can touch your lashes. It is okay. I just touched my lashes. Nothing. Okay? And so if you see a fiber, like I did right there, go ahead and pick it off. And oh, look, that long fiber is gone. So you can physically move your lashes and help with the clumps. Don't be afraid to touch them. It will be okay. So try those techniques. You don't need to try all of them. You know, maybe one works for you, maybe one or two works for you, but try them out. Play with your mascara, and I promise you, after lots of practice and all that and playing and getting to know your product, you are going to have clump-free lashes. Thanks.